I'm Justin Lum, and welcome to Real Talk for another edition. I have my friend and fellow GNTV analyst Derek Hockridge here. How you doing?
Doing great.
All right, so check it. He came to me today and said, you know what, you hear about this rumor of Jon Gruden returning to the Oakland Raiders as a head coach in talks? I mean, what's up with that?
You know, Pro Football Talk reported that there were reportedly talks between Gruden and Oakland, about a possible return.
Okay, so this week specifically, I mean, we're reaching the NFL fans, but we want to talk to you, the Raider fans. What do you guys think? I know you still have the passion. It's been a rough 10 years since Gruden's been gone. He's 185 overall record, and the man's been in the ESPN booth making big dollars, and he's actually been doing a great job as a color commentator. But let's get into hypothetically. If Gruden comes back to Oakland, would he resurrect the franchise, yes or no? So, Mr. Hockridge, I give you the floor.
First off, we're going to start my first point. Yes. And that is going to be the Raider mystique. He has it. The gnarl, he has it. The attitude, he has it. He gives the Oakland population, the whole East Bay, the whole Raider Nation, you know, it stretches out further than California, further than the Bay Area. He gives us something to relate to, the Chucky demeanor, you know, just something to relate to in the attitude that the Raiders have been missing these whole 10 years. We've been letting people run all over us, pass all over us. We need to get back to smash mouth, hard-hitting, fear the Raider football.
There you go, from a Raider fan himself. But let me tell you this, all right? That's going to sell tickets. Gruden's going to bring people into the seats. There's going to be Chucky dolls everywhere. But is it really going to matter? Because what the Raiders need is a total makeover. And he's not a general manager. He's not the owner. He can't do that. We fired a coach every year. So what happens when the Raiders fire Dennis Allen and then they bring him in? It's just the same repetitive bad habit. And I don't see it working.
If you want to say it like that you're going to sell tickets, that's the first thing that should need to be done. I couldn't even watch the Raiders play last week because of a blackout. Nobody wants to see these Raiders no more. When you got this star power, you got Jeremy McFadden win healthy. I know that's a big win. One of the best top 5 running backs in the league. We have star power. We have one of the best young receiver cores in the whole NFL, and we can't even sell out a freaking game. I know Al's rolling over in his grave right now because this is not what he envisioned.
I'll tell you why Al's rolling over in his grave. Now think about 3 months ago, they brought Jon Gruden back. Mark Davis brought Jon Gruden back to light the torch. Okay? To light the torch. That's big. And I just don't see, if Al was still here, if Al Davis was still around, he wouldn't condone that. He wouldn't bring him back. I mean, the guy, ever since he left to Tampa Bay, I'll tell you his record, 60-57. The stats don't lie. He won a Super Bowl versus his old team where he knew the system and the way they did things. Advantage.
Look, man, this dude here was a promising young coach. When Al gave him the reins, he was the youngest coach in the NFL.
Okay.
Started off first 2 seasons 8-8, then bumped up 12 wins, 10 wins here and there. Took him to the AFC up to the AFC playoffs. If not for that stupid tuck rule in New England on that snowy cold day in Massachusetts, he may still be the coach.
I know we're still talking about...
He may be the coach.
We're still talking about the tuck rule. Yes, that wasn't his fault. The Raiders should have won that game. That should have never happened. That whole situation. But it happened. Now, let's stop talking about his career with the Raiders. Let's talk about his last hurrah, his last recent job. Okay, when you look at someone to hire, you look at their resume, the last place he worked, I'm searching for his references. And this is what happened. In 2009, he was fired. Why? Because he was winless in December, and he actually lost to his former team, the Raiders, and his Tampa Bay Buccaneers were eliminated from making the playoffs. He's only made, since he won the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay, he only went to the playoffs twice.
But look at the players he coaches with. Coaches coach, players play, and his players weren't playing. He's never had a #1 quarterback. He's never had a #1 running back, if I can remember.
True.
The receivers, this dude made Thanksgiving dinner out of top ramen and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? He made it out of nothing. This dude's coaching ability is far up there. He was so young when he got chopped down. We didn't see him reach his full coaching potential.
But 4 years in the booth, I mean, what does he really have to offer? What does he have to offer now? I mean, he's been watching football. He's been studying football. He probably watched study, but it's so different. He doesn't hold a candle to Bill Belichick. He doesn't hold a candle to Mike Tomlin. He doesn't hold a candle to Tom Coughlin. These guys that win big playoff games. You want to know his playoff record? 5-4. What's so special about that? Tell me right now, tell everybody right now, why it really, if he came back, what would really make anything turn around?
The culture change.
The culture change.
The culture change. Culture has a lot to do with it. New England, prime example. When you step in those doors and those facilities, you know you get your act together or you catch the next flight out. Okay. Belichick might put you out on the bus. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what I don't know what Ocho Cinco went out on. But he went out on something, you know. So it's the culture. They feel like they're entitled to everything. They don't work. They're not hustling on the field. McClain is out at 24-hour fitness trying to get in fights with people. There's no fear. And maybe they'll fear Gruden.
So you think that Gruden brings fear. But you didn't say Gruden brings respect.
Fear is respect in a sense.
Okay.
Do you fear your dad? When growing up, did you fear your dad?
Yeah, but what comes first?
Exactly.
What comes first?
So that means he had your respect.
What comes first, though? The respect or the fear? Do you respect them out of fear? Or do you respect them out of respect? You fear him out of... That just doesn't make sense. I mean, Gruden... I feel like Gruden is just a mean face. He's really not even a mean guy. We've seen him. Gruden is gone soft. Now that he's in TV, he's making the big-time Hollywood bucks. I mean, do the players really care? They're from a whole different generation. He won a Super Bowl on a team in Tampa Bay that Tony Dungy built. He built that defense with Warren Sapp, Derrick Brooks, John Lynch. He inherited a fortune on defense. All he had to do was call the X's and O's with Brad Johnson. So what did he really do?
All I want to see and what Gruden brings to the table is some enthusiasm that the nation can be proud of.
Okay.
We're not proud of seeing Dennis Allen, lackadaisical, just sitting back. Oh, crap. Oh, 100-yard touchdown. Oh, we just threw a pick six. Oh, same. It doesn't change. All I want to see is a Jon Gruden. Boom, 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 boom. Celebrating with his players on the sideline. Getting in their face when they're messing up. Celebrating with them when they persevere over the odds. That's all I want to see is some action. And that little enthusiasm can go a long way. Trust me. It can go a long way to Carson Palmer's confidence, to Darren McFadden's confidence, to maybe Darius Hayward-Bay's confidence. You know, having somebody there with you like, yes, let's go, let's go. That it may sound little to you guys watching. It may sound little, but this thing, when a coach believes in you, it makes the world of difference.
Yeah.
And Dennis Allen, he doesn't show that he believes in those
I will
players.
give you that. Dennis Allen is not the answer. Obviously, I mean, you know a coach is the answer when you go through a 2, 3, 4 game losing streak and all of a sudden something happens where they're still fighting. They're still fighting for you. I don't see that. I don't see that fight. But coming to Oakland, you've got a tough job ahead of you. I mean, this is not just a one-year project. Gruden, love your personality. Top 50 most beautiful people in People magazine one time. If Gruden was not Chucky, he would not even be spoken about. Actually, he probably might not have even been on Monday Night Football if he didn't have.
Come on back, Gruden. Come on back.
Hey, that's Real Talk. That's Derek Cockridge. I'm Justin Lum. Thank you for watching.